afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. And these may not be retro, but they sure are cool, as we are finally completing the Bloodline. Now, I'm not really big on current wrestlers. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, which kind of means that I've reviewed things that are not exactly vintage or old school wrestling. But the Bloodline has been such a cool thing in WWE the last few years that I just had to get something to represent it. So I've got the Romans, I got the Jimmys, I got the Jays, and now we've got the Sammys. I'm not a big Sami fan. I know a lot of people like Sami, just he doesn't quite do it for me. But, you know, he was an honorary Uso, so there we go. We're going to unbox him. And then we got to get into Solo. I know they're putting out some new folks for the Bloodline. But I really feel like Solo's kind of like the last real member there before they kind of went the, I wouldn't say LWO route, it's not that bad, but it's a little, maybe it's the IRS time frame, kind of like the NWO did, where they were just kind of adding people to add people to the Samoan dynasty get up there. So let's go ahead and crack into these bad boys and have a look at Bloodline Sami Zayn and Bloodline Solo Sikoa. Alright, let's get into it. We'll start off with the Elite version first here. So that'll be Sami Zayn. Let's talk about the hands real quick. We usually don't talk about the hands too much, but I think just opening up these two figures a second ago, it's going to become relevant in a quick minute as to why that might be an issue. So those are the extra hands for Sami. He does come with a Build-A-Figure Adam Pearce. So I got some extra legs there. Don't plan on building that because I don't think I'm ever going to find the other. Let's see, do I have that figure lying around? Yep, I do, right over here. So this has been sitting on my pile for a long time, and it is Bushwhacker Luke Doink Edition. However, I have just not seen the Bushwhacker Butch. It doesn't exist. I just don't think it exists. That's the deal there. So that's kind of a bummer, but I guess I do have the head in that one. So if I don't really watch current product too much, so it's not really a need, but there you go. It's nice to have all the same. I do enjoy a good Build-A-Figure piece. Alright, let's get into what we need to get into, which is Sami Zayn. I think we have a very nice head sculpt for Sami Zayn. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Sami fan, just as a performer, but this face is 100% Sami all day. It has a little different color variations in the beard. Looks really nice. I think that's Sami all day. No problem there. Honorary Ooh shirt. I'm guessing this is on purpose. This like underlying thing. I don't really get it, but the pattern here on the shirt's really cool. You get that kind of tribal tat stuff going on there on the lettering, so pretty cool. I'm assuming that's on purpose, the bottom stuff there, but I do not know. It is one of the Velcro strapped shirts on the back. He does come with 2 fighting fists. And then I guess this is what, honorary? What does this say? What does this say? I don't know. I honestly don't know what that says. Well, leave us and let us know in the comments down below, because I just can't read that for whatever reason. No context to what that can mean. But overall, I mean, a nice figure. Double jointed knees, all that good stuff. Nice. The pants are cool. I think this is prior to the bad legs. Yeah, so prior to the bad legs, it's been sitting around for a while. You have a cool little patch there on the side. Looks really nice. All that good stuff. Normal Sami Zayn style boots. But, I mean, overall, a very nice figure. Zero issues with this at all until we go back and talk about the hands in just a minute. But let's go ahead and get into the ultimate Solo Sikoa. Obviously, we're going to jump in to the accessories first. So let's go ahead and talk about those. Let's do the hands first. So usually, like I said, we don't really talk about hands too much, but hands are going to be important to this review. So he does have the Samoan spike hands going on here. One wrapped very Umaga-ish, and then this other one with the tats looks really cool. So really like that a lot. And here's where things, I say go south, but it's gonna bug the crap out of me. The kind of like the paying the tribute to Roman as the tribal chief, all that stuff going on. But you notice Sami doesn't have one of those. But every other Bloodline figure recently has had that pointing hand. So when you're displaying it and you want to display it with the finger up, you're going to have one dude in the bloodline that doesn't have that ability, so that's just such a big issue for me. It may not be for others, but it's a big deal for me. But moving on, we got a nice towel looking thing going on here. It is obviously hard plastic, so you're going to get the look that they want you to have there on that. Nothing to write home about, but it is there, and I probably put him with this. I'm not sure. Mainly because I just worry about these kind of things bleeding through. So nice thick jacket here. Looks good. I mean that's just kind of. That's probably what it is, I'm sure, but it's kind of lame. Like, okay, thumbs up, buddy. I know it's a spike, but doesn't really do it for me. A nice accessory, but not one that I'm going to be displaying him with for sure. Now let's go over the head sculpts here. Let's see here. We got a very not happy look here. He does have like a, let's see, is that on all of them? Yep. So he's got like a little choice here with doing the cut there in the eyebrow. Looks pretty cool, actually. I dig that a lot. A nice hair fade, good facial hair, nice scowl. Looks really nice. I like that a lot. Might be the one I go with. Not sure. He looks pretty. If that little nose paint overspray right there will go away, then we'll be all right. And then here's another one with even more expression. Looks super good. Teeth perfect. Tongue sitting there, looking like a tongue. Floating around, looks really nice. No rat tail. I would love a rat tail. Let's go ahead and just throw a rat tail. Just because he doesn't have a rat tail doesn't mean that he doesn't need a rat tail for Solo, but a very nice looking head there. Alright, let's jump into Solo himself. Here we go. Just a normal kind of cocky head. I think you could kind of pull that off right there. Do a little kind of side look there. Looks really nice. Tattoos all over, obviously, going up and down. Looks super nice. All the details there. Some more of that. There's more of that writing that I can't read. Looks nice there. Nothing on the back. No tats on the back. And more tats on the side. Looks really nice. Does have that butterfly articulation with the tats going all the way through, so that's very nice. Starts to come out when you get to right about there, but I think that's plenty. Unless he's just, sticking his chest out that much. I think that's good. Chest art looks really nice there. Down to his pants, you got the Sokoa. Again, more of that tribal look going on there. More tribal stuff, Moana style going on. He's a big fan of Moana. He just wants to be that guy. That's all. He just wants to be like Uncle Rock. That's all. But I don't think that's going to happen. A very intense competitor, but just don't see the chops for him. At least not yet, but they can always grow in that. I wasn't a big fan of Roman for the longest time, and he has since surprised me with his heel turn, so who knows? Maybe old Solo's got it in the bag. We just haven't seen it quite yet. But let's go ahead and get these guys all posed out and see how we're going to display them up in the shelf. Alright, and there we go. I will say, I just don't know that this fits quite like it should. I think his hair is a little too showy there for this to be resting on his head, so that's sort of a takeaway that almost makes me kind of want to put on the hoodie. So we'll see on that. I'll get it up in the display and see how it goes. That one finger is really killing it for me. That really bugs me for the Sami, but I think the Samoan Spike thing will have to do. I think these are good figures. Are they great figures? No, I think they're fine. I think Solo still might be a little skinny on the waist. I don't know. He just seems a little thin. I just don't get he's supposed to be massive. He's supposed to feel massive, and just don't quite get that with his body just because he's not ripped. I don't get the mass feel to him. So that's kind of a bummer. Like I said, solid, fine figures, but definitely nothing that I'm going to write home about. But that is just me, and you are you, and you may have your own opinions, and we'd love to hear them down in the comment section. So do us a favor and hit us with that comment. And while you're there, go ahead and like the video. And of course, subscribe to the channel as we do post new content every single day. But it is that time. It's time to go ahead and get on out of here. It's time to throw one back. So for myself and Uncle BJ, we are going to throw one back, and we'll see you all next time.